Well, hey, good morning. I'm just here. I wanted to check back in with you guys to see how everybody is doing. Testing out more camera equipment and checking to see how what's going on. I had mentioned a few days ago, about a week ago, about the stuff that was happening, but the thing that I haven't mentioned yet so far was had a little accident not too long ago. And I just wanted to share that with you guys and see what was going on, let you guys know what's going through my head and what's going on. So anyways, on October 15th, I ended up crashing a downhill bicycle, and it was my first time on a downhill bicycle. So we were just cruising, doing some stuff with that, and ended up finding a jump and started sessioning out a jump. But in the midst of that, I pushed it to a whole new level, and it was my first time on a downhill bike, and I was hitting the biggest jump I could find. And what did I do? I went full throttle. I'm not sure why my brain always goes into just full throttle mode, and a lot of the stuff that I do, just like I have this old saying that half throttle is half throttle. Sometimes, so in this season, there has to be a cruising pace, and I just feel like I just wanted to share that with you guys. Sometimes it's okay to slow down a little bit. When you start to go too fast, something like this might happen. But anyways, collarbone is broken, and we thought it was broken in 3 different places. Yesterday I went to a specialist and found out that it's broken in 4 different places. But the deal that I have going on with that is surgery has kind of been put, the ball on surgery has been put in my court. So it's up to me whether I want to get surgery or not. The option with that is that the bones are still, they're in line, but they're broken. So the thing about that is we're going to see if they will bond and they will mend back together by themselves through whatever the body does, the anatomy of the body, and how the body really just heals itself. You know, I've had many of broken bones. I've had a lot of stuff broken, both my ankles, my femur. I've had throat surgery. I've broken this shoulder, split my tailbone in half, and over the years of doing all of this, I've found that what God has created in our body to heal itself is pretty amazing. There's just something that that sometimes just we need to. Medicine can't heal everything, although the doctors are there for a reason. They're there to help us and to guide us and to do what's next and what does man say. But sometimes there's a point in our life where God has created this body to kind of heal itself in some situations, not all, but so what I'm doing now is I'm going to opt for surgery. I don't want another surgery, guys. I've had plenty of surgeries. Matter of fact, I've probably had freaking flyer miles back in the hospital in Alaska, and I don't want that. You know, I'm 41 years old now, and I'm done with those hospital visits. I want to go to the hospital to go and pray for people, not to be although I do want prayer. Yes, I need prayer, but you know, I just want it for a different reason. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that there is a trust that we have to trust with the Lord. Even as we go through these things, like with the healing, I'm praying and believing for healing of the bone, to be the fracture is just completely gone. I'm praying that everything's just going to line back up. There's going to be no nerve damage. I'm not going to have any loss of motion in the shoulder. And hey, guys, this is my good shoulder, so I need it. I would like to have my good shoulder back, but you know, those are the decisions that I made when I came across that jump. When I decided to go full throttle, these are the things that I knew there. It's a risk. You have to take a risk, but sometimes in life we have to take a risk. Sometimes we have to do the things that are not very comfortable and just keep pushing forward with them. In this situation, I felt pretty comfortable, maybe too comfortable, first time being on a downhill mountain bike, but also was very uncomfortable because it was a pretty decent sized jump, and I've never jumped anything like that since I was a kid without a motor. So it was very, so I guess a rabbit trail. I don't know how I got off to that, but anyways, we're just shooting here. We got the new lens, got the camera, got the tripod. So let's put something together. I'm gonna continue to share my story about my shoulder with you guys in the recovery and what's happening. I'll be putting all of this on my YouTube channel, so you guys go and check it out. Tommy Frankson on YouTube, and you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook on Tommy Frankson. But hey, God has miraculous healing that's already there within the body, that if you activate it, if you trust in God, that what he created in you, that he created this body who does miracles, if you allow it to. You got to slow the brain down. You got to stop. You got to, sometimes we got to go half throttle. Now I'm barely turning a quarter throttle. But hey, in that time, I'm learning more things. But if we allow God to let the body heal the body, and do that and pray over these things, and pray that the bones be healed, we start to put our faith in that. We start to put our faith, a little bit of faith of what's already there, and activating it. It would just be something that is amazing. It is amazing. I'm looking forward to a full healing recovery. I'm looking forward to all of that. But I'm also looking forward to, I'm very big into testimony. And I believe in my heart of heart that this is a testimony that's going to help others and go from there. Remember, get into your word. Get into your, I use this. I use this right here as my Bible, because it's always with me. It never, a lot of you know here in the 21st century, that the phone is always with us. And hey, God gave us this sword, so my Bible always goes with me. And you know, I have other Bibles here, like this here. So if you get in your word every day. I'm currently looking up verses in the Bible about healing. And I'm starting to activate that faith of what I just told you guys about. I'm starting to read verses of where God healed people, and you know, some people have the question of why did he get healed and I didn't? We don't know the answers to a lot of those, but hey, we got to continue to believe and activate our faith of healing, the faith that God has in place, filled us with the Holy Spirit to go and lay hands on people and heal the sick. There's a lot of sick people out there. You know, I'm looking forward to, I'm going to have people lay hands on me so I could get healed. And I'm believing that 100%. We're not just talking about it, we're going to do it. There's a time when you just got to do it. I've exercised my other not obligations per se, but your typical line of sight that you would walk in when something like this happens. Went to the emergency room. They told me my shoulder was broken and sent me home. Went to the specialist. He gave me a couple other different options, saying that we could let it heal on its own. It'll take 4 to 6 weeks, but if it doesn't heal, then we're going to have to go in there and put pins and plates in it. Or we could do surgery right now and just get it over with. But with the surgery comes risks, more risk, and risks that I don't want to take right now, because the nerve, it's going to go numb once they cut open into it. I'm going to have nerve spots there where I won't be able to feel and this and that. And I've already had surgery on my throat, on my ankles. I already know what that's like. I have a tingleness and a numbness on this side of my face already. So I'm praying and believing that God is going to heal me 100% from this broken shoulder, and these ribs are going to heal as well. It's not fun. It's not comfortable having ribs that are bother you, and it's hard to breathe, and you don't want to laugh or cough or sneeze because it really hurts. But all that pain is just temporary, and it's going to be gone. We're going to make the most of this. We're going to pray and believe. What the enemy meant for bad, God will use for good. Let me read a verse for you guys. Genesis 4:7. Just flowing in it, and just something that I just read this morning, but felt like I just need to share this with you guys. Genesis 4:7 says that you will be accepted if you do what is right. But if you refuse to do what is right, then watch out. Sin is crouching at the door, eager to control you. But you must subdue it and be its master. Man, very powerful verse right there. Sin, you must, if you refuse to do what is right, watch out. Sin is crouching at the door. It's ready to get in there. It's ready to fill that crack and turn it into more sin. But it says here, you know what? Although sin is eager to control you, it says that you must subdue it and be its master. Meaning, don't let it get into that crack. Don't let it get into your mind. Don't let it take you off these rabbit trails that bring you down into a place that you don't want to be. Being hurt and being sitting in here for a period of time has been quite the experience. I haven't done anything like this in a while. Even matter of fact, even during COVID, I didn't even spend this much time in my room. But you know what? I'm overcoming these battles, the battles of the mind. I'm learning. I'm subduing it. I'm telling Satan that he has no right. He has no place in my head. And as soon as it comes up, as soon as it comes creeping at the door and tries to get in, I subdue it. I'm its master. I tell it, not today. It's not going to happen. You have that same power in you. You have that same strength to overcome these battles, to overcome all the things that is happening in your life, whatever it may be. Hey, we all go down this deal where finances could take a toll on our life. Don't let it do that. Live in peace. Live in peace. Give God what is His, 10%, and live in peace. That's all I want to share with you guys today. And all of you guys who are going to watch this, I just pray a blessing. I pray that the evangelistic spirit comes upon each and every one of you so that we can go out there and to go and pray over people, lay hands over the sick, the lost, people who are hurting, the people who are in this situation. Hey, I was in a time where I didn't have Jesus and I didn't have the Lord. And when I was broken, I was messed up, man. My mind was gone. My mind is messed up. So what did I do? I drank a lot. I did drugs. I did all these other things. So, hey, just want to encourage you guys. Father, I pray, Lord Jesus, for each and every person that is watching this, Father. I pray that you would encourage them to go out there and lay hand on the sick. Father, I pray, Lord Jesus, that you would show them the boldness by them stepping out, that you would fill their mouth with the words. They don't have the perfect words to say, that you would show them the unfailing love and that it's the heart that's count when you go and do these things, Father. So, Father, I pray an impartation over each and every person who is watching this, Father. I pray a blessing over them. Guide them, Father. Protect them as they go out. Place angels on the side of on the left, on the right, around their vehicles, around their snowmobiles, around their dirt bikes, around their bicycles, around their skateboards, surfboards, whatever it may be, Father. Father, I pray protection around them, and I pray that in Jesus' mighty, mighty name. T-Cat out.